That's it, people. 2021 is finally over. Things got a little bit better. Things got a little bit worse. But silver linings, hey, we got some good movies this year. What's up, everybody? I'm Logan, and this is Worldly Reviews, the YouTube channel where I geek out and talk shit. And today I'm going to be counting down my top 10 favorite movies of 2021. And as much horror as I actually watch, there's only 3 horror movies on here. And also, if I've done a review on these movies, I'm not really going to elaborate on them in this video. I'll leave links down in the description if you want to go check them out. But if I've already talked about it, I'm not going to talk about it again because, yeah, I talk enough on these fucking videos as it is.
Shut the fuck up!
So let's start off at number 10, Zack Snyder's Justice League. I did a review on this one, go check it out if you want. But this movie still holds up for me, it definitely does. I gave it a rewatch earlier this week. Last week, something like that. I don't know what day it is, to be honest. But I still say Warner Brothers needs to let Zack Snyder kind of be in charge of a universe where he directs the Justice League movies and, you know, you have other directors doing all the solo films and everything. But, like, let him take charge because he knows what he's doing. Moving on, number 9, Candyman. Now, I didn't do a full review on this one. I did watch it for my Halloween movie marathon, but I kind of gave it a little bit of a mini review in that one, so I'll leave the link down in the description for that one as well. But Candyman is still one of the best horror movies of the year, if not of the decade, and the decade's just starting. It is a perfect example of how you do a horror movie sequel, reboot, soft reboot, whatever you want to call it, done right. Yeah, you can look at it as a reboot, but it's technically a sequel because it ties in with the original. But next up at number 8, I have Godzilla vs. Kong. This is another one, did a review on it, go check it out. But I still love rewatching this movie. It is so goddamn good. I was really excited when it came out on Blu-ray because, yeah, that gave me the spark to want to rewatch it again. And I've rewatched it I'd say probably about 10 times this year since it came out. Like, it's that good. And next at number 7, Dune. Didn't do a full review on this one. I really wanted to, but I'm a busy guy sometimes. But this was definitely one of the most anticipated movies of the year for me. No, I haven't fully read the novel or the novels, but when I do get a chance, I like to at least read a few pages of it. And even though I haven't finished the novel, this movie really feels like it does the novel justice. I mean, granted, yeah, this is only the first half, but I mean, it seems pretty spot on for me. But the visuals are amazing, like top notch. The acting is fucking phenomenal. I can't lie, I cried whenever Duncan Idaho died, man. Like, even though he was hardly in the movie, you do feel an emotional bond between him and Paul, and just, oh my god, that scene.
No! Duncan! Oh, no! Duncan, no! No! Duncan, no!
But really happy that part 2 has been confirmed and announced. Really looking forward to that. When's it supposed to be? 2023? Whew, God, that's a long time. And at number 6, I'm kind of bending the rules here because this is technically 3 movies, but I'm putting the Fear Street trilogy. Yeah, I'm going to include all 3 together because technically all 3 together tell one cohesive story. And it's not like Lord of the Rings where we had 1 movie each year. No, we had 1 movie each week. Did a review on parts 1 and 2. Never got around to doing the one for part 3. But rewatched most of these movies very recently. I say most because I've seen them enough where, like, if I get distracted, it's okay. I know what's going on. But I love these movies. It took different subgenres, threw them all together. Like, it felt like what Fear Street was back in the 90s with the books, which the Goosebumps books were around my age range at that time, and Fear Street was kind of more for the older people. This reminds me of that because, yeah, we've gotten some Goosebumps movies here in the past few years, and then we get this Fear Street trilogy that it's like, yeah, hey, y'all that grew up on Goosebumps and R.L. Stine and Fear Street and all that, let's take it up to the adult version level, and it definitely shows. I know I'm rambling and I'm probably lost track of the point I was trying to make, but you get it. I just wish Netflix would put these out on Blu-ray, like one complete set. That's all I want. I just picked up Umbrella Academy Season 1 on DVD, and I know it's available on Blu-ray, so come on Netflix. Like, I know y'all put some stuff out on physical media. Like, this needs to be one of those. Like, maybe for Halloween next year, like, drop it on Blu-ray. And now it's time to start off the top half of the list. At number 5 is Mortal Kombat. Another movie I did a review on, another movie I have rewatched so many times. Love Mortal Kombat, definitely one of my top 3 favorite gaming franchises of all time. 1 is definitely Resident Evil, 2 is definitely Mortal Kombat, and 3 is Spyro the Dragon. And yeah, this movie had its flaws. It didn't really get to the tournament, but still, it's so goddamn good. This was another one I made sure to buy on Blu-ray the day it came out, and yeah, I rewatched the living shit out of it. Really hope we do get a part 2 because there is a lot more story to tell. I think possibly they could learn from their mistakes that they had with this movie because yeah, it's not perfect, but learn and create something next level for part 2. So, we'll see what happens. You know, hopefully Warner Brothers will greenlight it, but hopefully it won't end up like Annihilation. And now for number 4, and I know I'm gonna get shit for this one. Like, how could I put this above the movies I've talked about already? And how could I put this movie at number 4 when I ripped it a new asshole in its review? But I have a different opinion on this movie now. It's Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. If you saw my review, like I said, I ripped it a new asshole. I went off on it. I was talking major shit about this for a few days after I saw it. But after the initial disappointment of it not being what I wanted or what I was expecting, I gave it another shot. I took my kid to go see it because he loves watching me play the Resident Evil games. Like, this kid plays dress up as Leon Kennedy. I shit you not. But yeah, after rewatching it, now I know what it is, I can enjoy it. I find things that I may have not liked the first time that I do on the next few times. Like, it's a weird movie when it comes to that for me. And I mean, plus, yeah, it's a Resident Evil movie. Even as bad as the Paul W.S. Anderson movies get, I still love those. Even as bad as this god-awful piece of shit was, still bought it on Blu-ray. I mean, it's Resident Evil. That's all I can say. It's Resident Evil. And at number 3 is the movie that had the number 1 spot since it came out, The Suicide Squad. Didn't do a review on this one. I did, however, film a trailer reaction to it, but never posted it. What am I saying? I didn't even start editing it. But this movie definitely was one of my favorites. Like I said, it was number 1 until the other 2 movies came out. And I love how James Gunn did this movie. It felt like it could be its own thing, but also a sequel of Suicide Squad. The opening was just perfect.
How do I say goodbye?
Although I definitely called it before the movie came out. I was telling some coworkers, I was like, okay, this is what's going to happen. All this team here that they're showing, yeah, they're all going to die. James Gunn is definitely one of the best filmmakers of our time. Look what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy, and then look what he did with this. 2 comic book movies that look and feel nothing alike, yet still have that James Gunn feel to it. But yeah, this was another one definitely worth buying on Blu-ray. I haven't dove into the special features yet, which there's a good little bit on here. And at number 2 is Ghostbusters Afterlife. Did a review on this one, very recent. I did get to go see it again in IMAX with a friend of mine. In fact, we went right after we saw Resident Evil, like the same day. And it didn't make me cry like it did the first time. I'm sure whenever I'm home, alone with the Blu-ray, watching it, I'll probably cry. But yeah, until the Blu-ray comes out, I don't really have much more to say on it. I mean, it's definitely one of the best movies of the year. Had its flaws, but overall was pretty close to being perfect. And now for my number 1 favorite movie of the year, and I'm sure you could probably predict what it is. Spider-Man: No Way Home. Didn't do a review on this one. Honestly, I was afraid it would probably be an hour long. I know I put spoiler warnings before my videos, but I don't really want to talk spoilers. Because this is a big movie. This movie is a big deal. This is, like they called it, Spider-Man Endgame. So I'm going to treat it like I did Endgame. I'm not going to talk spoilers. I'm not going to say jack shit. If you've seen the movie, you know why it's number one. And if you haven't seen the movie, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Go! Stop watching this and go! Oh, it's killing me not to talk about that. And that. Ooh, and that. But yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home takes the number one spot. I wish I could talk about it, but like I said, I can't talk spoilers. I will not do that. I don't want to ruin something this big for somebody. But that's it. That is my top 10 favorite movies of 2021. And if you would, hit that like button, drop a comment down in the comment section, share on social media, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the videos I got coming. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.